Recently, the Sir John Kay report in the United Kingdom reviewing the equity market basically said the fundamental problem with capital markets today is its short-termism. And that short-termism is manifested in probably corporate greed, probably too much speculative action, leverage, and basically everything for today rather than for tomorrow. Now that's not sustainable. I think the real point about finance is that it must serve the real sector. What does that mean? Well, finance has four major roles: resource allocation, risk management, price discovery, and corporate governance. Now, in this global crisis, we've seen resources have been inefficiently allocated towards speculation. Risk management failed. That's why we had a crisis. Price discovery, we have seen lots of distorted prices all over the place, including asset bubbles and very low interest rates, in fact, negative real interest rates. And finally, corporate governance is about finance disciplining the real sector through credit discipline and imposing change on corporate governance if it doesn't do well. Well, finance didn't even discipline itself in that regard, which has resulted in failure of very large financial institutions, which governments had to bail out. So finance need to rethink away from short-termism in how to serve the real sector in long term. Most emerging markets, as they begin to urbanize, as they begin to become more wealthy, they'll need more money to finance hard infrastructure and soft infrastructure. Those are long-term funding. Now, to expect the banks to fund that is clearly not realistic because that's short-term money trying to fund long-term investments. So we need to build up long-term pension funds and insurance. Now, that also means that long-term funding becomes much more socially inclusive. The very fact that the large part of the population would have social security from either insurance or pension funds would enable them, including healthcare financing, would enable them to have a better living. So basically, finance need to rethink away from its kind of let's trade for today to think about how do we help the corporate sector, the enterprise sector, create innovative investments, change towards a green growth model, and finance the next generation of socially inclusive and environmentally sustainable growth.